are back from Iceland. It was an amazing trip. We recommend it to anyone who's interested. Definitely worth it. It lived up to all of the hype. Okay, and now one of the highlights of the trip for me. You know, the scenery is as breathtaking as you've heard, but the animals in Iceland, some of them are just
too cute for words.
Too cute for words. Okay, I'll start with the horses. If you've done any research at all, you would have heard about the Icelandic horses that are pretty much found all over Iceland. That is correct. We were kind of given the impression that we would have lots of opportunities to stop on the side of the road and interact with the horses. We didn't find that to be the case just because of the way the paddocks were laid out. There were probably about 3 opportunities where we could have done that on a trip. And we were able to take advantage of that, and it was as good as everybody said. The horses came right up to the fence, and it's like they knew that we wanted to take pictures with them, and they posed, and they were fantastic. You also, and again, those pretty much driving throughout, you're going to see horses every day. Same for the sheep and the goats, you see them everywhere. Sometimes with the sheep and the goats, they are in the road. They're very skittish though, so as soon as they hear a car coming, they either will stop in their tracks like a deer in headlight, or they will scamper away. Which means if you were like me and you kind of had the impression that you might have been able to interact with these animals, you're not going to be able to, because as soon as they hear you approaching, they scamper off. And then some other pleasant surprises for us. At one campsite, we met a dog that we're calling Chuck. He was so awesome. He came, you know, we were out brushing our teeth and stuff like that, and he came up to us with a rock. He dropped it. I was like, you know what to do with this, don't you?
So we ignored him.
And Chuck pretty much just wanted to play fetch for the entire morning. So we would throw it, he would come back, we would throw it, he'd come back, and he was just so friendly and just made our mornings. Like, that got us off to an amazing start.
Yeah, he didn't really want to be pet or anything. he just wanted to play fetch until his mouth started bleeding from fetching the rocks. Yeah. But he was, he just wanted attention.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
It was awesome. We also met Helga the cat at another campsite. We had the camper van open, and Helga tried to come in to spend the evening with us. Just really friendly, and it's just one of those cute little things that helped make the trip. The other thing was puffins. We tried to see puffins on 2 occasions. The first time we were not so lucky, but the second time, jackpot. And the area that we found the puffins in was also breathtakingly beautiful. I think we were lucky too because it was a sunny day, so the water was blue. It was just perfect. You couldn't get really close to the puffins, but close enough where you could watch them. You could see them fishing, going into their homes, coming out. Just absolutely amazing, peaceful. We were able to have a little picnic lunch there. If you have the opportunity, go to that area. It was worth it.
And it's quite a drive.
The
drive was epic.
Yeah, the drive to get there, you're going up into the mountains, like
back down the other side,
on the edge of the road. It was just amazing. Definitely worth it. We also saw at the Glacier Lagoon, we got to see a seal out sunbathing on the iceberg. That was pretty cool too. And the ducks in Iceland are fantastic because you get to see them, depending on where you see them kind of surfing on the little waves of the ocean, and there are usually quite a few of them, and if you're lucky enough to see the ducklings following their mom, it is just the best. Absolutely enjoy the animals that we were able to interact with in Iceland. We're going to start out with a bit of a disclaimer. Being from Barbados, camping is not something that is part of our culture. It's not something that we do. So for both of us, this was the first time that we had ever done anything like this before. So packing was a bit daunting for us. You know, what do we pack, what to expect at the camping sites, that kind of thing. One of the things that was of concern is because we'd heard before that things tend to stay damp and not dry. So it's like, how are we going to dry our towels? So what we thought we would do is we would take these pants hangers with us, which we did, and they turned out to be quite useful because we would just, when we were finished, fold a towel in half and hang it from this, and then hang it in the front of the van.
On the visors overnight. So as you know, the sun is always shining, so at least a bit of heat is getting in there, and they were able to dry. And then when we were driving, we would just hang them in the back on the because we had curtains in our van, so we could hang them on the curtain rods. And we also hung our swimsuits on those, that kind of thing. So they had an opportunity just to air out and you wouldn't get that damp smell. If you have a camper van like ours, you could also bring like clothespins, because I don't know how much weight they would take, but you might be able to hang some stuff there that could dry as you're driving, because at the end of the day, we didn't spend that much time in the campsites. We were pretty much always on the go. There were some campsites as well that had clotheslines on the outside, or fencing where you could perhaps hang your clothes or your towel on. So again, if you had clothespins, you would be able to secure them, because it was pretty windy most evenings, so you wouldn't just want to leave your stuff outside, because trust me, it would blow away. Oh yeah.
The other thing that we found really useful, and again, perhaps it was because we had a camper van, so we didn't have a lot of storage for our stuff. We pretty much had to live out of our suitcase. So we used packing cubes, and pretty much what this allows you to do is, you know, for example, all of my shirts, all of my tops were in one packing cube. All of our underwear was in another packing cube. All of our toiletries was in one packing cube. So literally you're not digging up in your suitcase. You just pull out the correct packing cube, take out what you need, and you're good to go. The other thing that we discovered sort of halfway through our trip is microfiber towels. Again, we brought our own towels from home, obviously, because we're not staying at a hotel, and they take up space. Microfiber towels are significantly more compact, and they're supposed to dry a lot quicker. Now, we did not use them, so we cannot say that they worked really well or they didn't, but they seemed like probably the better way to go than what we did.
Yeah, so if we do this again, we'll buy some.
For sure.
Yeah. In Iceland, you're allowed to camp pretty much anywhere you want, once it's not on the road or on somebody's private land. But what we had decided was we were going to go to campsites. So what they had done was, there is a website, campingcard.is, and that shows you a list of campsites that accept this camping card. Not that we use a camping card, but it showed us a lot of the campsites. So we had planned our journey, and we were going to stop at certain places each night. We stopped. There were 7 places that we stopped. Mm-hmm. Yes, they're all campsites. They're all about the same cost. You're probably looking between 1,200 and 1,700 ISK a person. If you have a RV, you can pay extra for electricity. There are some campsites where a shower is included in the price. There are others where you have to pay extra for a shower. There are some sites that don't have showers at all. So you have things that range from just a little hut that has in a bathroom and a sink to a proper campsite with electricity, waste disposal, showers, toilets, common areas, microwaves, kitchens, laundry services, everything. Most of them took credit cards. There were 3 that didn't. Out of the 3 that didn't, at least one of them took other currencies, so US and Euros. But there were 2 which, you know, obviously looked to be run by private people, little old ladies that came around in a van, and you would have to pay them in ISK. So that's where we needed to have those. What I did was I even took those sites and looked in Google and looked to see if they were on Google Maps and if they had reviews and stuff like that. So, you know, you get a lay of the campsite before you think of going there.